of my favorite corners of the internet is called the Britney Spears Guide to Semiconductor Physics. And that is exactly what it sounds like. It's an explanation of semiconductor physics using pictures of Britney Spears. But I don't know anything about semiconductor physics, and I don't have any pictures of Britney Spears. So instead, I'm going to talk about something I'm even more unqualified to speak about. 40 Weeks of Pregnancy by Taylor Swift. If you recognize the songs, please feel free to sing along, so I'm not the only one. So let's start at the start. Week 0 starts from the date of your last period, when the inside of your uterus says, "We are never, ever, ever getting back together." And you might be wondering, like, why do we start counting from then instead of later? Well, it's because really, like, you might not know exactly when the whole ovulation deal happens, but you can usually remember when your last period was. So it's a convenient spot to count from. About 2 weeks later, sperm and egg unite to form a zygote. Like, we were both young when I first saw you. I close my eyes and the flashbacks start standing there on the balcony. And then, after they unite, we get cleavage. And that's not the embryo going up a couple cup sizes. That's when this embryo divides a whole bunch of times without really getting any bigger. So it divides 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times until a little ball of cells called a blastocyst. And then at weeks 3 and 4, the embryo starts to travel into the uterus, where the uterine wall is all swollen and ready to receive it. Like, I got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name. And some cells from that embryo join up with some of the cells from the mother to form the placenta. Because, baby, now we got bad blood. We used to be mad love. Take a look what you've done. Cause, baby, now we got bad blood. Hey, and that blood's gotta go somewhere. So this incredible union between maternal cells and embryonic cells, this placenta helps to facilitate all that gas and waste exchange for that developing baby. The next 4 weeks are a time of rapid growth for the baby and a time of hormonal craziness for the mother. This is when levels of one particular hormone, HCG, get high enough that you can see it on one of those pea-stick pregnancy tests. And you can also expect the rising levels of estrogen and progesterone to lead to increased irritability, anxiety, and teardrops on my guitar. The only thing that keeps me wishing on the wishing star. But I promise it is so worth it, because so many things are happening in the life of that developing child. Week 9, first heartbeat. Week 10, first bones. Week 11, first little fingers and tiny little toes. Week 12, first signs of a little baby bump. Week 13, your baby might start sucking his thumb. Week 14, your baby might start stretching her spine. And when you're 15 and somebody tells you they love you, you gotta believe them. And at 15 weeks, the baby's just about the size of the palm of your hand. And they're starting to fine-tune all their senses, hearing a little better, practicing all the movements that they need after they're born. And in another 4 weeks, you might even be able to tell the sex of your baby. But as we all know, gender is a huge lie, so you might as well just wait till later to figure it out. Let's fast forward a little bit, because I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. And at 22 weeks, that baby is getting bigger, and this little line on the mother's belly, the linea nigra, is getting darker. And from here on out, it's just bulking up for the main event. Gaining more muscle, more fat, until it's like, someday I'll be big enough so you can't hit me. Never gonna be as mean. And then sometime between 37 and 42 weeks, a surge of oxytocin brings on the beautiful birthing process. And you have a little child in your hands. You are the best thing that's ever been mine. But we'll save the gory details of that process for another talk. We're running out of time. Thank you so much for joining me on this wild adventure. Hopefully when you wake up tomorrow morning, you're gonna be like, oh, I know, this morning when I woke, I know something now, happened before. Thanks so much, everybody.